Hey guys, it's Anna. Today I want to set up this pocket size, so number 2 FOXY FIX TN in the lush leather and the stardust color as a bedside table planner. I have been thinking about what I can use this for, and I honestly think this would be so neat because I always take my pocket planner to my bedside because I want to write in it and take notes and to-dos and thoughts and ideas and plans, and then I forget it there and I don't take it with me in the morning. Plus, I think it'd be really neat to use this plain notebook from the Simply Gilded box as a dreams journal, if I remember my dreams, just to write them down immediately. So I'm using a couple of things that I basically had before, because this is not going to be too fancy of a planner. I'm just gonna it's by my bedside, it's not leaving the house, it's just gonna be a pretty straightforward, simple thing. I have 4 vellums. Some of these are from, oh, I always forget. I'm gonna link it down below. I think it's some itty bitty, no, I don't know, something like that. The acetate is actually from a Miremibel TN kit that I've cut out for a previous setup that you can still find on my channel. And then the roses vellum that you see in the middle, that's actually from a Planner Society kit from probably 2 years ago with a little Fox and Pip bow on it. And that's also been from a previous setup. So you can also see that I have an October through December insert from Any Plans Printables, and I printed this in September last year, right before I got my pocket ring bound planner, and I switched from a TN system to a ring bound system. So I had already bought, printed, cut, and prepared all of it, but I never ended up using it. So I'm thinking that I can repurpose it. So I'm using this little freebie die cut with my name on it that came with a recent order from the Paperly Fox. I think it's so cute. And I'm just basically gonna fake this into a, I'm gonna treat it like an undated insert basically, but you're gonna see what I mean later on. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna pretend that it's gonna be perfect, but as I said, this is a pretty non-fussy planner by my bedside, just scribbling down. I don't know about you, but if I'm sitting in bed, my handwriting's not the best anyway, so this planner is going to be pretty down to earth anyways. So I'm just thinking about how I can put some labels on these vellums, because the one has the weekly sticker on it, but I, for the life of me, cannot find the rest of the word stickers. So I ended up deciding that it's not that crucial, and I'm just going to leave it blank. I wish I do have these gold stickers from Miremibel, and I wish I had some that said dreams, because I think it's not too unrealistic to have something that says dreams. Oh well. So we're gonna put the dreams journal in the back because it has the acetate around it with the pen loops. That's going to be the last one. Then I'm going to start with a just vellum and then alternate between ones that have acetate and ones that don't have acetate, because the ones with acetate protect the ones without acetate. Now the front pocket, the front insert has this vellum around it with the little gap for a sticker, and it kind of bothered me that that was in the front and you could see it, and look at me fail. So I basically just turn it around, and that way we have the little gap in the back, and we don't have a gap in the front. Now I've always wanted to use some of these stick-on pockets, and this one I actually got as a a gift in a Happy Meal from a planner friend, Peony Plans. I don't know if you follow her, you definitely should. And I've been meaning to use it in a setup, and I'm so glad I finally am. So I'm putting a little Create with Pen die cut in there, and this little paper clip. This one in the front is definitely from Itty Bitty Daydream. It's a faux leather little bow that I love. I think it matches this the colors so well. So basically that is it. You know, this is my setup. I'm gonna put down this pen from the recent Simply Gilded box because I love the way it writes, and a little Target sticky note thing in the back. This little sheet is actually a sheet of passwords that I'm hiding. If you ever break into my planner, that's where my passwords are hiding. Now I am going to see more about these this like weekly insert, right? So, oh, look what I found. Oh, I'm gonna put this in there because I think this is neat for like scribbly planning. And I do have another one of those. I have the ones with the bows and the hearts, and I have this one that has like a ton of flags. And they're both from the Planner Society, but literally ages ago. I haven't been subscribed to that in years, literally. So yeah, this is basically it. We're starting with notes, then weekly, then to-dos, and then dreams, which I think is a pretty good setup. Now, these are the inserts. You can tell they have the monthly, they have the tracker, and then they have the weekly view, and then it repeats. So we're gonna try and turn this into an undated insert, because I do think it's pretty silly how they are dated. Like, I just want an undated version of this. But of course, Any Plans printables is smart enough to just re-release 3-month printables all the time, so you have to repurchase them all the time instead of buying an undated once. So I'm gonna see how plausible this is. I'm gonna cover this massive October writing with whiteout, which whiteout and me were not really friends, but it's fine. I'm also covering, I have my calendar open on the left, so I know that March actually starts with a Friday, so I'm gonna have to cover the first couple of days, and then starting from Friday I can use these date dots. So you could use any date dots. I just have these lying around. These are from The Little Bear and Me from, I don't know, ages ago. They're basically leftovers from a kit, and I don't use date covers in my Erin Condren, so I have a ton of date cover leftovers. So, you know, just covering dates is not going to be an issue. So I'm just going through here and putting down the little date dots to make it look like it's March, and it's an absolute pain. These little circles are really, I'm just not good at this. I could definitely use tweezers. I know I probably should use tweezers, but as I said, we're not being fussy today. So there we go. What you're also going to notice is, since we started much later than that Monday we started on Friday, we're going to have to go further than the days of October. But that's not an issue. We do have plenty of space in this insert, which is amazing. So we're just continuing there, and we're actually going all the way to the 31st. But it's honestly not a problem at all, because we can just take a skinny black pen. This is a 0.38 from Muji, and we're just drawing down the line like that. And honestly, I think it looks pretty professional. If you don't know, you can barely tell that I fake this. And to cover up my ugly whiteout job, I am basically just using some Simply Gilded washi. I'm turning this into a flag, and the perfect flag is if you stick the ends to each other, because then it's symmetrical. So I'm just putting that generously over that October, and then cutting it off like that. And boom, you can't tell it was ever October. And I'm going to use the skinnier version of this washi tape, which is actually one of my favorite washi tapes of all time from Simply Gilded. I just think it's so beautiful, and I'm just putting that over the days that aren't actually in the month. And that's something that I would probably do even if I wouldn't have faked it into another month. So it just looks really natural. I think it's so gorgeous. Like, this already is so pretty. Now, if I had some sort of like script sticker for March, I would use it definitely, because any script sticker is going to be more beautiful than my handwriting. So I'm writing März because that's the German version of March. I don't know why I use German. No idea. And now I'm just putting down a couple of things that are happening in March. I am going away for a little weekend trip, and then I will be on a work trip, just leaving behind Bay. But I'm so excited. So I'm gonna be in Munich with my bestie for her birthday, and I'm combining it with a business trip that's also in Bavaria. And I have this new 4-pack of 5mm washi, and that bright green is absolutely perfect. I think it matches the like the foliage in the floral washi really well. So just, yeah, it's just so cute. So I'm just putting that down as my business trip, and I always mark like private vacations, like trips and work trips, in different colors, because to me they're different things. Like a work trip, that's not vacation, like that's more work than usual work. Now we also have to fake this page and cover up the October. I'm just gonna, yeah, there. I'm just gonna cover that with the 5mm washi. I'm also gonna cut a flag into that. It's a little bit easier with the skinnier washi, but it also, maybe it just doesn't, you don't see it as much if it's imperfect. So there, no longer October, amazing. I'm gonna have to do the same for this page. I always forget about this page. And I've used it for so many different things. I've used it for things I'm looking forward to, things I'm grateful for, just highlights basically of the month. And I'm turning it around to make it a little bit easier to stick down that washi. And then again, I'm using the 10mm version. So cute. I wish there was a 5mm. How cute would that be? Or would you just not see the florals at all anymore? I can't tell. I am cutting it in the middle of these pages because my TN inserts that I print myself aren't bound, so they basically move around a bit. And then these are the weeks, right? So I'm just gonna have to find some sort of date cover. And as I said, since I don't use them in my Erin Condren, I do have a ton. So this is my recent leftover pile. So this, for example, is a kit from Anna Hart's Planning. And they are Erin Condren sized. So it's super easy to cover up. And I made a mistake by pulling down Thursday there. But technically I could have changed it to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the top row, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So just also changing the logic of these inserts, and I've seen people do that. So if your brain works differently, you're redating it anyways. But this is basically what I would do, and then I can like track or write all kinds of things in there. So this is how I would turn this into an undated insert. I hope this gave you some inspiration. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love a comment, like, subscribe, all the things. And until then, take care guys. Bye bye.